guys, and welcome to the Daily Dose of Firefall. This is going to be a little bit of a unique show, and I'm not going to be doing anything extremely fancy. I'm going to try and explain a little bit more about the in-game mechanics and how well this really works. Now, for those of you that have tagged along, you know I've been playing with the Assault Battleframe, and been doing quite well. I'm pushing 40, so I'm now at level 31, and 40 is at the moment the maximum level. As you can tell, we're back in Copacabana, and there is a reason for that. But as I said, this show is going to be a little bit special. I'm going to try and dig in a little bit on making use of the game, how to best capitalize on what you're doing, and then have a little bit of fun with all the different classes. For those of you that are familiar with this show, you know that I am intent on playing through the Assault Battleframe. I really love that. But I did discover a few things in the game, as you do when you dig through progress through a game. And that is a special reward system that is being offered from the developers. I mean, this is after all a free-to-play game, and they need to kind of make an incentive for players to continue playing, for having replayability and whatnot. So we are going to dig in a little bit on that and see what you guys think. Now, I just had the idea for today's show, so this might be a 3-part show. I think I have 2, and then we're gonna maybe do the third showcasing what we've been going through in 1 and 2. So you're gonna have to tune in tomorrow, and well, since this is the Daily Dose, I would like it if you did turn in every day and check out what's going on in the game. But we're gonna cover a very short but quite informative bit here already. So by hitting the escape button you get your menu, but as we saw here, straight on the frame, and these things just round up all of the time. Now, there are a few adverts here, you should say, but there are something you should pay attention to, and that is during the weekends you get to play with a certain class, and that class, Battleframe, and that Battleframe will have experience bonuses, rewards and whatnot, probably to entice people to do a little bit more playing and experiment with the others. So that's what I'm going to do over the next few days. I'm going to first highlight this. Do pay attention here under the community updates and notices, and you can see it's an Accord Dreadnought weekend, so you will have a little bit more experience there. So we're gonna try that out and see what happens. Now, I'm not only gonna focus on that, I'm gonna go around and try the different battle frames, and I will be covering that in a later episode. This one is likely to be quite short because I just wanted to give a little bit of update that do pay attention to what goes on this screen, because you can get some really cool stuff and quite useful items sometimes, to be perfectly honest. Now, I know that many of you have asked about the farming thing, and I'm not really sure how to best explain it, but you do remember that going down here to Copacabana, and if you have reached the level 24, you have all of the missions available, or should have, or is on the way to have the final mission available. Now, they're available from this dropship here. You can press the L button for the mission log, and you get the various missions here, and you get the information whether or not they are replayable or not. Now, this mission, Risky Business, is the one I tended to farm a little bit, and there is a reason I'm farming it beyond just getting a little bit of extra crystites. So let's head on in for the button Y, which is the mission ledger that contains your achievements. And if we go into instances, then you have certain instances here for which you will get achievement points. Now, getting a few of them will give you various amount of achievement points. I've so far managed to achieve 590 Atlas points. But we are gonna go down here to this. No, it's a little bit later. And here you go. This is one that I'm almost completing. I might likely complete this one later on today. So campaign chapter 1 mission 7. Found all 3 distinct paths to Blood King's jamming beacon, or on either normal or hardcore. That means that you are blowing those barriers that I just run straight forward and keep to the left hand side. So for me, I think it's the right hand side. So instead of going straight forward, I pretty much turn right back. So I run forward after the Battleframe garage. You turn right, and that's where you're gonna find the third entrance, or at least I will. Completed the mission with 0 deaths in run on normal mode. Well, I haven't achieved that one yet, so that might be something to try, but it's kind of clashing because the next one, skating on ice, you can complete this mission apparently 12.5 minutes or less on the normal mode, and I think a run on normal mode is giving me just over 5,000 crystites. So you know that changing currency, so let's go into the trade market, currency exchange. If you manage to rack up 25,000 crystites a day, you have the maximum currency exchange to get up to the credits. So you have 1,000 credits when you manage to reach all the way to the top, which means you can get about 10 red beans for a single day's worth of just running and trying to get the achievement there. I just wanted to highlight that because, as I said, this is going to be a 3-parter, quite likely a 2-parter. I said it was a little bit of a special episode. But I think I'm gonna have to check one more thing before we get that going. And that's the molecular printer. No, I hadn't done anything up there yet. Do remember that as soon as you have 2,500 credits and your molecular printers aren't doing anything, set them in so that they crunch up and do these silver vending tokens, because you might get some toys that are well worth it. Alright guys, here is the Battleframe station, so I'll be signing off now, and you will have to look in tomorrow to find out exactly what we're doing. We will be exploring a little bit of the Battleframe stations, the different outkits, gears, frames, whatever you call them, and how you are going to be using them the best, and why we're back here also in Copacabana. So until next time guys, thank you so much for watching. Do remember to subscribe, like, hit thumbs up, and do give feedback because it's really good for me. I get to know what to explore. I hope to provide you with better information. Until next time guys, peace out.